all, this is Kanagaraj Arunthadhy. Today I am here to present my project on database management system. Without getting delay, let's get into the video. Here is my first question set. The question is, the data of all the students and teachers of Pindu Mahavidyalaya are stored in books. As a result, some data has been destroyed. Therefore, the principal of the school has decided to enter the data of all the students and teachers in the school into computer software. The software was commissioned by AL Soft. Assume you work as a software engineer for that company and the part you are assigned is to create the database. To do this, create a database using the information below. So here they have said in a school they have stored the records of teachers and students in books. For some reason the data has been destroyed. So the principal of the school has decided to enter the data into computer software. This work is assigned to done by AL Soft. So I am a worker of AL Soft and I am assigned to create the database. Let's move to the first question. Create a database called SchoolDB to store teacher and student data. Okay, let's start creating the database. Today I am using MySQL Workbench to create the database. So I am going to create a new model and using it I am going to create my database and the required tables. As you can see here, the database has named as MyDB. So let's rename it first and start doing the work. Here they have said to create a database called SchoolDB. So the rename is SchoolDB. You can see that the name has been renamed as SchoolDB. So let's start creating the tables. By clicking on Add Diagram, we have moved to a ER diagram. So the second question is, create a table called Student and store students' data. Follow the instructions below to create the table. So they have requested us to create a table as student to store the students' data. There are 6 columns and they have mentioned the data type and the length. So let's start creating the table. By clicking on this icon, we can place a table here. By double clicking, we can create the table and the columns required. The table name is student. The first column, index number. And the data type is varchar. The length, we should mention it inside the brackets. The length is 10. So, the next column is first name. The data type is varchar and the length is 45. The third column is last name. And the data type is varchar and the length 45. The third column is last name. And the data type is varchar and length 45. The next column is gender. and the data type is varchar and length 10. So we need to mention the length. The next column is contact number. Basically, contact number contains 10 digits, so the length should be 10. The final column is address, and the data type is varchar and the length is 60. Finally, we have created the the table student and the required columns. So let's save it. You can see my table and the columns here. Now the third question is create a table called teacher to store teacher's data. Follow the instructions below to create this table. As like the second question, we are required to create a table called teacher. So let's start doing it. As like before, we need to press onto the table and place it somewhere in the diagram. The table name is teacher, and the first column is teacher register number. The data type is varchar and the length is 10. Second column, first name. The data type is varchar and the length 45. The next column is last name and the data type is varchar 45. The fourth column is gender, data type, varchar and the length is 10. The fifth column is contact number. As I said before, contact number contains only 10 digits, so the length should be 10. The final column is email. And the data type varchar and the length is 50. So now we have created the teachers table and the student table according to their requirement. That's it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Let's meet you all in my next video. Thank you.